Hey there, plant lovers! Welcome back to our channel where we share all things green and growing. Today I'm going to share some expert tips on how to care for your cacti during the winter. These hardy plants might seem invincible, but they do need a bit of extra attention when the cold season rolls around. Yep, even those tough little survivors need a bit of TLC when the temperature drops. Winter can be a challenging time for cacti, but with the right care, they can thrive just as well as they do in the summer. First off, let's talk about light. Light is essential for cacti, and during the winter months, natural light can be in short supply. Cacti love sunlight, and in the winter, they might not get as much as they need. This can be a bit tricky, but there are ways to ensure they get enough light. Make sure to place them in the brightest spot in your home. A windowsill that gets plenty of light during the day is ideal. If you can, use a south-facing window. This direction typically gets the most sunlight throughout the day, which is perfect for your sun-loving cacti. If natural light is scarce, you might want to invest in a grow light to keep them happy and healthy. Grow lights can mimic the sun's rays and provide the necessary light spectrum for your cacti to thrive. Next up, watering. This is crucial. During the winter, cacti go into a dormant state. This means their growth slows down significantly and they don't need as much water. This means they need way less water than in the growing season. Overwatering during this time can be detrimental. In fact, overwatering is the #1 killer of cacti during winter. It's easy to think they need more water, but resist the urge. A good rule of thumb is to water them once a month, or whenever the soil is completely dry. Always check the soil before watering. Always use well-draining soil to prevent root rot. A mix of cactus soil and perlite works great to ensure proper drainage. Temperature is another key factor. Cacti are adapted to warm climates, but they can handle cooler temperatures if managed properly. While cacti are known for thriving in the heat, they can actually tolerate cooler temperatures, just not freezing ones. It's important to keep an eye on the temperature. Keep your indoor temperatures between 50 to 60 degrees Fahrenheit at night and no less than 40 degrees if they're outdoors. This range helps them stay comfortable without risking frost damage. If you're keeping them outside, make sure they're sheltered from frost. Use frost cloths or bring them indoors if a freeze is expected. Humidity is also something to watch out for. Cacti prefer dry conditions, and too much moisture in the air can cause problems. Most cacti prefer low humidity, so avoid placing them in areas like the bathroom or kitchen where moisture levels are higher. These areas can create a humid environment that cacti don't like. If the air in your home is too dry, consider using a small humidifier to balance it out. However, be cautious not to overdo it, as too much humidity can be harmful. Now, let's talk about fertilizing. Fertilizing is important during the growing season, but in winter, it's a different story. During the winter months, it's best to hold off on feeding your cacti. They don't need much nutrition when they're not actively growing. Over-fertilizing can lead to nutrient buildup and damage the plant. You can resume fertilizing in the spring when you see new growth starting to appear. This is the time when they need extra nutrients to support their growth. Lastly, keep an eye out for pests. Even in winter, pests can find their way to your cacti. Spider mites and mealybugs can still be a problem in the winter. These pests can cause significant damage if not controlled. Regularly check your cacti for any signs of infestation. Look for tiny webs, white cottony spots, or any unusual marks on the plant. If you spot any critters, treat them promptly with a natural insecticide or a homemade solution of water and dish soap. This can help keep your cacti pest-free. So, there you have it. With these simple tips, your cacti should come through winter looking as spiky and healthy as ever. Remember, the key is to mimic their natural environment as closely as possible. This will ensure they stay happy and healthy all year round. Thanks for tuning in, and happy growing. We hope these tips help you keep your cacti thriving through the winter months. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more plant care tips. Stay green and keep growing.